I really don't care what happens against Liverpool. You know why? Because I know where we're gonna struggle. Where we're gonna struggle is away at Newcastle. That game we might lose.
Wait. Man City, is that away?
Yeah.
Abdullah Latosh is going to go.
City's one is
I can't say
that's the one we need to win this league.
Well, looking at it right now, boys, if any of the Arsenal players are watching this, you need to win everything because that City game, you're never going to get nothing from that.
We're 8 points clear. It's looking bad.
What about them? Watch Gabriel Jesus today.
It's at Arsenal's home ground, yeah?
No.
It's Anfield.
What's going on? You guys are done out here, bro. Liverpool, Newcastle, and Man City all away.
You'll never walk in again.
And Azam, your boy Alex Pereira's chin is weak, wallahi.
That's not normal.
Wallahi, he didn't get caught. He didn't get caught heavy, cuz.
I told Hassan this. I told him I've never seen this guy get knocked out. I've never seen it.
That was a stinker. And you know what? He gave Adesanya a couple of good punches and a knee to the head before.
Yeah.
How can you?
It looked like Adesanya was gonna get finished off.
It looked like he was done.
Yeah.
But you know
when he cornered him, then before the knockout,
and he kneed him, and how can you? And the punch come on wasn't even to the chin; it was to the middle of the face.
And then he didn't get knocked out by the first one.
And then the second one was like here, habsha, but it wasn't even heavy.
But the celebration was lit, like.
Yeah, wallah. he's a showman. Like he's a bit cringy with his kalam.
We were talking. He's an anime character.
Yeah, he's disgusting.
I am victorious.
Vegeta,
like Prince Vegeta. Like he loves anime. That guy, you know that?
Yeah,
No, but he's I don't know how he pulled that one off. Wallahi.
You know he's Muslim, by the way.
Alex Pereira.
He accepted Islam like 5 years ago. O Brasil está já cego para o zombo, tá catagem.
You know who's Muslim that's shocking? Sure.
No.
I swear to God.
Not.
Whoa. What's going on here?
I'm telling you, search it. Google that shit, boys.
We're going to take back everything we said about Luke Shaw.
The homeboy is fasting, yeah.
You're lying.
Nah, stop spreading rumors, bro.
I swear to God, boys. Look at
We would love to have you, Luke Shaw. We would love to have you, but it's unfortunate.
Wait. Is Luke Shaw Muslim?
Yeah, I just googled it.
How the lick, eh?
Look at the Google answer. What is the religion of Shaw? Shaw is more of a Christian than anything. Wallahi,
Hold up, Abdullah.
Rumors began to circle about Shaw being Muslim after what? After he was seen wearing white thobes. Yeah, I mean, leave us alone, brother. Apparently, Luke Shaw is Muslim.
This guy's saying Luke Shaw's Muslim.
أخونا Luke Shaw, brother.
Because of this photo, Nail. He's not Muslim.
I don't know, wallahi.
Where is he?
Nah, there's no way. I actually searched it, wallahi, Abdullah, for so long.
Hassan Alba.
Nothing stated that he wasn't. Hey,
Turning up in Ramadan?
Turning up for Ramadan, unfortunately.
I heard.
Duty call. I didn't want to, لكن عزام فوت.
مشكلة. أنت لقيته وين الليلة؟ Where's my coffee cup?
Oh, it's right here.
أنت لقيته وين?
We're telling you went for a coffee ride, yeah? Of course, if this guy goes,
Hassan,
you
صليت
know
معاه؟
we're gonna stop.
صليت المنتدى؟
Yeah, of course, guys. Behind the goal.
Who's the goat?
عزام, you might have to believe this a lot.
We're gonna have to. The rumors.
Nobody knows.
The announcement hasn't been made.
is known as Fabrizio Romano.
Hassan, like you, والله, you know, he did that on the first night, yeah?
Yeah.
عارف, as soon as
Here we go, gal.
How are you, man?
I didn't know your shamarat, brother.
What the shamarat كان? Just by coincidence. What's حسنين?
Hassan can't make it, apparently.
He can't make it. لا.
He doesn't have a ride.
He doesn't have a ride?
Unless you want to go pick him up, bring him here, then drop him home afterwards.
I would have dropped him off if somebody picked him up, but too late now.
Is it worth it though?
Huh?
That's the question.
On camera we'll say yes.
Off camera, we don't know.
Off camera we'll say no.
Anyways, let's get going, boys. How's it going, people? Welcome back to the GalacticOz Podcast. Ramadan is still going, but our consistency is still on. And we're back again for another Premier League review. And here with me is Hassanin, someone who's been missing for quite some time.
A long time.
Yes, wallah.
Apparently more than a month.
Apparently, this is not apparently. I believe, this is my personal belief, I think Hassanin enjoys the comments calling out for his name and just him being away than him actually being on the show.
Exactly. Thank you, Allah.
That's what
You realize your value, huh?
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows, Hassan is there at home, just
That's what I do, you know what I mean?
So you're just going to give him one appearance today?
I just mute the whole thing and then just read the comment section.
Asmani, how long are you going to go missing, Hassan, after this today?
After this one?
Yeah.
Nah, maybe one more episode, that's it.
خلاص.
Then I'll make a comeback. Yeah.
حسنين Nail is back. Nail's been missing for quite some time as well.
That'll be missing for a long time, more than me, I think.
Nah.
Yeah, not more than
Like
more
a
than
couple
you.
episodes.
Yeah. Yaqub has been more consistent than Nail these days, though.
Yeah.
Say that.
United's been giving me a hard time, cuz.
Is that why? Nail, Nail is back. Amir.
Nail was replaced by another sicko here, man. It's okay.
Oh yeah, Amir.
Okay, I have both of us here will destroy you.
He filled in your shoes.
Apparently, Nail, they're calling Amir the new Nail, by the way. Did you know this?
No
for,
way.
like, why is that?
Because he's sick. He's got a United sickness like you, Allah.
Right here, brother.
Amir and Abdullah, boys, let's get into it. But before we do, a reminder, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell. We can't say it enough. And comment in the comment section. It helps with the algorithm, rating the video.
Azam, text Hassan and see if you can call him about Everton. Wallah.
I was going to say that, but
Yeah,
like
you
we're going to call him because...
Should actually
No,
inform-
we're not actually going to do it
really
because we're going to
Oh,
do a video
Arsenal
call.
Bukra, but we
We
need
don't
to
need to
hear
call
now.
him, don't worry.
We're actually going to call someone else as well. Tanashi from Football Iconic today. as
Okay,
well.
let's go Tanashi. Then forget about Hassan.
Don't worry about Hassan, bro.
Drop Hassan right now.
It wouldn't make sense because we're going to do the call tomorrow.
Yeah.
And today it's just a mess. That's why. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. We'll call him tomorrow. We'll get his take on
Is
it.
there another episode tomorrow?
No. Tomorrow we're going to do a call to just react.
Something we've never done before.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Actually, Abdullah, let's say it right now. Like we're recording this before the Arsenal game, before the Arsenal versus Liverpool
Sunday
game.
night in Melbourne.
It is.
Yeah, but
The
that's a
game's not
boring
until
game. No,
1:30 a.m.
everybody knows what's going to happen in that game.
So
I know what's going to happen.
Everybody knows, cuz.
What's going to happen?
You know who's going to lose.
You know Liverpool's going to turn up, man. Just like how they did
And
against
Arsenal
United.
aren't?
Anfield? Come on, man.
Scary, wallah.
like Abdullah said, we're going to be doing something that we haven't done before. So we're going to be doing a call just between us, the GalacticOz, whatever. We're going to just react to the Arsenal game and somehow drop it into the edit. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But we're going to have to do what we're going to have to do because tomorrow the studio is closed as a public holiday. Why? I don't know still. It doesn't matter.
Probably holiday because some people want to take a day off, you know what I mean?
That's not why, Hassan.
I want to take a day off.
Azam, it's Easter.
Is it Easter?
So people don't know that you're working from home, so
Don't worry about
they
me.
don't actually know.
Easter, what happened on Easter, Azam?
The bunnies come out and they give rabbits and I don't know, like...
No, why do they celebrate
One is
Easter?
Yeah.
Why do,
Give rabbits, yeah.
no, they give eggs. They give eggs.
why do, why do
there's a
Christians
story
celebrate
behind it.
Easter?
Isn't it the birth of Jesus supposed to be? Or the
death.
coming?
This is
It's
his
the death.
birthday.
It's the death.
Oh, so I see. I don't
Yeah,
even know.
it's
all
a
that.
death.
I think it's the death.
He was crucified on the Friday, Galo, and he was brought back on Easter Sunday.
So where is the bunny coming from?
Happy bunny.
And why do bunnies have eggs, yeah?
And chocolate eggs, not just eggs.
Abdallah, you're right though.
He was killed on Good Friday, Galo, but I think he was brought back on Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kharab.
That's too much knowledge, wallah. They should have known all of that.
Yeah,
wallah.
wallahi. With your jalabi, the only one wearing a thobe is telling us.
Some people at work they were asking about this actually. Asking like, why is it called Good Friday?
Anyways, let's begin this, and let's begin with a game that happened during midweek, Chelsea versus Liverpool. The only thing that I want to discuss is Ngolo Kante. We ruled him out. Remember, we were talking
I
about.
never did. I said I'd take him at Arsenal.
I mean, Hassanin ruled.
Yeah,
him out.
you
We're
guys
like,
ruled
it's
him
time
out.
to retire. It's time to move on because he's been injured for too long. But
What
he
a
came in
machine.
and put in what a performance he put in. Wallah.
And then what happened?
Listen, don't worry about what happened. He came in and proved that he's still the best defensive midfielder in the league.
Yeah, but
Forget
it's against
Casemiro.
Liverpool. It's against Liverpool, cuz.
Bro, he's too good.
That
He's
game
too
ended
good.
0-0. And the game before that ended 0-0. Last year they
I was
played
going
two
to say
finals.
that game was one of the lowest quality games I've watched in a really
Even
long
last
time.
year they played twice. 0-0.
Chelsea
in the
Liverpool is
finals.
always a trash game.
No,
wallah.
Azam, wallahi, no.
really
They,
is.
passes were being misplaced. People can't control the ball, picking wrong passes. And Enzo Fernandez, I am never, ever, ever changing my mind on this guy.
Is he trash?
He's done.
Yeah, thank you.
Even your boy, the one you were praising before he even came.
Mudrik needs time.
Come on,
I think
bro.
no,
That
no.
miss-
And Mudrik needs coaching. But Enzo Fernandez is a player that is meant to be proven.
Not
120
a coach
million.
is going to finish how to... He's
I
not
know.
going to teach you how to finish, bro.
I was talking to Abdul Rabbi about this. 120 million should buy you if you're talking about defensive midfielders.
But he wasn't 120 million.
He
by the
was.
way.
He was.
He wasn't.
He was and he will be. 120 million should buy you players of the level of a prime Ngolo Kante. That's the only level that you pay that much for a defensive midfielder. You can't pay for somebody that's a maybe. Somebody that's first of all physically looks like he's nowhere near it. Technically, picking the right passes, yes, he's okay. Giving a lot more to the team going forward, he doesn't break the lines like how Thomas Partey does. You know how Thomas Partey, when he's pressed, gets out of it, plays the pass to break lines. He doesn't do that. Even when he's got time on the ball, the long passes, he doesn't have the accuracy for it. It's just...
He's not a special player, but he's a good player. I don't know about the worst, about 110 million. I think it's just a number. The number makes him look ugly. Wallah.
Okay,
But it's
let
not that,
me
wallah.
tell you. Take the number away. There's players that I would take over him that you wouldn't even consider. Douglas Luiz at Aston Villa. I take him over Enzo Fernandez. Any day.
If you realize
Any day. Players like that. I'm saying he is so like he's Mid-table level. For me,
But that's
mid-table
been the
level.
case for all the signings Chelsea has made. It's because they don't have a proper coach that will coach him, like you said.
They force it because
Like,
they force it. The
They
clubs didn't
force
want to
the
sell.
players.
No, but it's
Obviously,
like
the
you
coach
can't-
didn't want
the
the
money.
money.
You can't,
And they don't
as
have
a
a proper
club,
coach as well.
As a club, Nail, you can't follow the hype of newspapers. You have to be good enough at your job or the people that you've got employed in those positions to be able to buy
Nah,
players.
brother,
That are,
unfortunately, that's Chelsea,
You
wallahi.
can't, bro.
Wallahi,
You can't
unfortunately, that's
follow the
Chelsea,
hype of
wallahi.
newspapers and
It's the new owners. He just
Well,
wants to
fine,
sell
bro.
behind
Chelsea
him.
need to do one thing: sack this guy Todd Bowley. The new
he
owner.
owns them.
He owns the
Sack,
club, bro.
doesn't matter. You sack him first.
Who's gonna sack him?
Who's gonna sack him?
Bring
He's the
back
boss.
Roman Abramovich. Bring back
Continues
Roman-
on. He just continues on.
Bring back Roman Abramovich. That's the actual.
Azani, you should go second, wallah.
Well, that's the actual goat, Allah. Roman Abramovich.
Anyways. Let's
This
move
guy's
on.
destroyed the club already.
I want to move on to Newcastle. Newcastle played 2 games. There's one against West Ham. They finished 5-1. And the other one against Brentford, they won 2-1. They're on a good run. Alexander Isak.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, keep going.
Alexander Isak can't stop scoring.
Even his goal this morning.
Fantastic, wallah lazim.
What a
I
scream.
can't give this
Goal,
guy
guys.
enough praise. But anyways, 3 wins in a row.
13 games. Say that first. 13 goals in 8 games, cuz.
Are you talking
Best
about?
striker in the middle in the Premier League.
I'm not talking about Isak. I'm talking about Newcastle. Anyways,
Talk about Isak, cuz.
Newcastle, Abdullah. I want to get Abdullah's opinion. You were just right before we started recording. You were talking about Manchester City's run. Looks like Newcastle are back right now. Looks like Newcastle are back to their good form. 2 away wins in a row and three games in a row. And Isak, like you're saying, he can't stop scoring. Is this dangerous, Hesse? Is this looking dangerous for
This
that
is
game?
dangerous for Arsenal because we have to go away to Newcastle.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking you.
Yes, absolutely is. And Arsenal, the league is far from done. With Man City's game in hand, we're only 5 points ahead. We've got to play them. We've got to play Newcastle. And if we don't win against Liverpool tonight, we're already like the league is.
Don't count Liverpool's game.
It's back in Man City's hands.
Is it
If we
away
don't- if we
or
don't
home
win.
to Newcastle?
And I think
Away.
this is like the start of your hard
Luck,
run,
Allah.
yeah?
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah,
is the start
this
of
is
your
it.
hard run.
This is it.
Yeah, but
This is
Newcastle,
now-
Newcastle are back, bro.
Last
Newcastle
stretch,
are
killer.
back. Anyways, did you want to say something about your boy Isak?
Isak is the best striker in the middle in the Premier League right
What's
now.
to say in the Middle East and all that?
And even in the Middle East, he's the best striker.
Yeah, you play Ronaldo.
Huh?
Have a Ronaldo.
No, Ronaldo's playing in Nasser, cuz. Leave Ronaldo alone. Allah. Ronaldo, the goat, Bijet, the actual goat. Isak,
Anyways.
Julian Alvarez, cuz. Talk about Man City, Liverpool. Oh, you guys spoke about that already.
No.
Last week.
We're going to keep going, Hesse. We're going to talk about Man City.
Julian
match
Alvarez, the goat. He scored a goal this morning too.
later. Who? Alvarez?
Alvarez, yeah.
That's my boy, bro. Actually, right, that guy should have won the best player, the best young player at the World Cup.
Yeah.
Not your boy Enzo Fernandez. Wallah azim. People go fool by Enzo Fernandez. This guy should have won.
This guy is the actual talent, cuz.
He really should have. Wallah. Let's. Amir, you guys are. You were talking about it already, but let's get into Manchester United versus Everton's game.
There's nothing to talk about. Like they got smokes, and I wish Hassan was here. You know why? Your team is shit. These guys are better than you. 11 players
Be
better than
honest,
you.
who got lucky?
What do you mean?
Who got lucky
Huh?
first?
They got lucky that it wasn't.
Hassan,
Why you guys- we got lucky, wallah.
I'm gonna say a sentence.
We got lucky.
I'm gonna say a sentence that Hassan Idris said here last time. Come on. Wallah Hazim, if our team knew how to finish, it would be 5 goals, 6
If
goals.
they knew how to finish in the first half,
شنو عندهم شنو
Only
the amount of chances they had.
Only one.
they had 2 cuz. The one, the Mario Gray one.
How many
Hassan, I
goals?
thought you were a
And the
United
Sims.
fan. What are you doing?
I'm a United fan, cuz. I want this guy to fail first of all. Then so we can get rid of him quickly.
How many balls over the top did Bruno give in that first half? Anthony, wallahi,
wallahi,
wallahi, ask Azam. When he went through on goal, wallahi, Azam's like, what a ball. Wallahi, let him watch it. He's not going to finish.
You know,
it's so
though,
obvious, wallahi,
no, but
Azim.
you know,
It's clear.
those passes were really good by Bruno Fernandes. Halas. That my first point about that is it proves my point about Toni Kroos. He's not even a deep lying midfielder, but
he does that.
any player that's got quality with time on the ball can pick long passes like that. Halas.
Wallah, I saw the other day. I saw Modric talking about Toni Kroos about Modric. Yeah, he was talking about Toni Kroos on Rio Ferdinand. The way he was praising him, I was like, Abdullah is here on the Galacticos talking shit about him. The best midfielder, one of the best midfielders ever, is praising him.
It's
Wallah.
his teammate.
Azam.
It's his teammate.
It's not
Wallah,
the
it's his
teammate. Wallah Hazim, it's not the teammate. You know what it is? It's if you play with this person day in, day out,
Yeah.
you're gonna see like
Qualities that you don't see
the
somewhere
importance
else
of
as
their
well,
role.
too.
Bijad.
I'm
Because
not-
then Azam, he's dealing with if this guy's not playing, he'll be playing with a player that's not a starter, and that guy compared to
And
Kroos,
not even that, Ahmed.
is whack.
Not even that.
That's-
I'm not taking away from Cruz's quality. What I'm saying is it only works in a team that dominates possession. That was my whole point about that.
We don't dominate position.
Hassan
Who,
Azam,
Real Madrid?
They don't.
You dominate possession every game you play except
Never.
for one
Never,
against Barcelona,
Abdullah.
and that's it.
Abdullah never. We never dominate possession. Never
Okay.
ever.
When you guys went away at Anfield,
Yeah.
when you went to play against Liverpool,
Yeah.
did you play Cruz in that game?
He didn't play
No, why?
because we didn't need him.
No, because you
It's
weren't
just
going to
Liverpool.
dominate position.
It's just
This is what
Liverpool
you got to
cuz.
understand. No, because you needed workhorses in there. You needed people that are good under pressure. You needed people that are good in tight spaces. That's what you need. No, Hassan, no.
Why
This
did you
is
Hassan?
what it is, bro. That's why he put Camavinga in there because he's got legs and he's better in the Zahma where it's like Kisser and Dag. Toni Kroos no buckles. Wallah, he buckles. And I know this, and that's why I'm saying it's only because when he's got time on the ball, he looks fantastic. And you know what? Well done to him. ما في مشكلة.
Anyways, make your point about Bruno.
No, about Bruno. It's not about Bruno. It's about
Cruz.
no. It's about
Cruz now.
Ben Godfrey, cuz.
Oh, okay.
That defending, that's junior level football.
But that whole defense, wallah, is junior level. The
Wallahi
amount of
azim.
space there is in behind. Like,
that's,
you know,
that's
when a
under
team,
18. And you know, if you get caught once, I
Yeah,
understand.
exactly.
لكن بعد ده, how are you? How? That's why he got taken off at halftime.
But it was such an
That's
open
why
game
he
throughout the whole thing, though, bro.
Exactly.
Everton had a few chances as well.
They
Remember?
had a lot of chances.
You know
But
what
the
I
thing is,
understand?
look, with the Anthony chances, I was actually never surprised. I would be surprised if he scored. If he scored, I'd be
wallah,
Same, wallahi.
wallah, same thing.
Same.
The first one he had, I thought he was gonna put it. Wallah,
Wallah, I was convinced.
You know who shocked me? Rashford missed 2 howlers, wallah. Rashford.
Normally he puts those away.
Yeah.
He does.
But Azam, anyway, you know how you said Modric is speaking so good about Cruz? You know what this is like? It's like someone coming out from the United team and telling you Sancho is the most skillful player ever, but you've never seen him take on one player in the game. Wallah, it's the same thing as that.
is, wallah.
And that guy in that game, wallah al-azim, I want to speak about this. Okay, I want to speak about this player.
He played well, Ahmed. Even though he was being played that wide. Wallah, he played well.
He played well, but they dropped him for 3 months. Let me finish your point. They put him on the side on a diet for 3 months.
Show him the sheep diet.
Show the sheep diet. They bring him back, and he's doing the same things ever. Same thing. Doing the feint, that feint.
The only game I realized something is changing is the first game he came back. He's already smile, whatever. And he plays at 10. That's the only game. Wallah, I was like, this guy's actually like he's changed a bit. Wallah, since then. Straight back to normal, and wallah, the amount of like his decision making has become so poor.
No,
He gets.
I strongly disagree about last night's game.
Yeah,
Wallah, I
last
strongly
night he
disagree.
showed up.
Wallah,
Wallah,
no,
he's
no, no, no,
fantastic.
Wallah,
Wallah al-azim.
wallah, I will never
Wallahi.
take that.
I don't know
wallah
why,
azim.
but I just remember 2 moments when he got the ball, he passed it back. Amr was saying, see, guys.
No, it wasn't just that. It wasn't just that. He was passing back the whole time. That's all he does. But I'm
Wallahi,
saying when
there
he
was-
got
okay.
Abdullah to the
Cuz
box,
he
when
was
he
our
got to the
best player
box.
in the attack.
He was
He's our best
fantastic,
attacker.
wallahi.
And
Wallahi, he was
that-
fantastic.
Yeah, he's the best attacker.
Wallah
Ahmed,
al-azim,
there was
He's
a
never
moment.
lost
There
the
was a
ball.
moment where they fizzed the ball into him in the box. He laid it off first time to Bruno Fernandez for the shot from outside the box.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I'll tell you
I'm
another
giving
player that does that.
I'm-
Weghorst does that.
No.
Weghorst does that
Nah,
every single
nah,
game.
nah.
Wallah al-azim,
This-
Amshi, bro.
that
You
needs-
say-
Guys, where goes?
No.
Don't even mention that name, wallah. Don't even mention his name. Banned.
I'm telling you, Amir, these are qualities that at top level 10 has. When you get the ball at a very good pace, where you're in between 3-4 players, and you're already aware that you can't turn, that you can't take a touch, that your teammate is on the edge of the box, and you play the pass with the right pace to lay it off for them, and he didn't do that just once, Ahmed. Wallahi al-azim, his combination
Even
play
the assist
was
he
very
had,
good.
even the
Yeah,
assist
and the
he
assist
had
was
was very
fantastic.
nice.
Wallahi, the assist was
Ahmed,
fantastic.
wallahi, you're
But
talking
look,
so much.
his assist was good and everything, but the whole you guys are all talking as if he's playing as a 10. He wasn't playing as a 10.
He wasn't, but he was playing like as if he was a Ahmed,
I bet he drifted.
when he was on the ball, he came and he was more inverted. He didn't face up his fullback 1v1. We know he doesn't have that in him. He never did it.
Okay, so-
he did more
so
of
where
his
man-
work
where man-
as an inverted winger, like a 10, almost a 10 playing inside and as an extra 10.
We're a man less on that side.
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean? It doesn't matter. How does it not matter?
Because
I
Ahmed,
can't-
you still created chances. You created chances. You know, in a team,
Abdullah,
one
from
winger can
2,
behave
3
as a winger.
chances,
Ahmed.
Abdullah.
No, but one winger can behave as a winger. You got one side, Anthony's behaving as a winger, even though he can't take his man on, and the outside doesn't have to be another wide man.
Behaving like a geezer.
No.
Midget.
Yeah, wallah azim. But it's,
Because Everton were not playing with the fullbacks up the whole time. That's
weren't,
the only
they were
reason
staying
he
back.
wasn't, getting stuck on the left.
You know the weirdest thing about that goal? It felt like everybody stopped moving for a second. I was thinking, what's going on over there? The goal they scored, the first one, this McTominay one.
Yeah,
Everybody.
it looked like he had way too much time. Yeah.
He
But
had
it was
way
good finish. Give him props for
He
that.
took a first
Yeah,
time.
he was
brilliant
nice.
finish, bro.
There's another player that I don't know. You guys want to say anything about that? But Harry Maguire, that was his first start for I think since February the 12th or something.
Can we not see him start
glimpses
again, please?
of how he actually is, wallah al-azim.
Amir
Like,
has,
but he's
Amir
done
has
what-
icks
wallah,
about his United players.
I didn't even say
There's some
anything now.
things that if you do it once, معناه you had a bad game in Amir's eyes.
Wallahi, no,
That's your problem.
What I'm saying is these guys, actually with the Sancho thing, they mentioned about 3 moments during that whole game where that laying off, the assist, and probably another pass here or there. But then the whole rest of the game, where all
No,
he's doing
I'm
is
telling
receiving, passing back, or receiving, and then making. Then there was times where he could have cut it back, and wallah azim, he cut it back to nobody. You just go straight through, and it goes to the sideline.
I'm not lying to
He's
you.
had, wallahi, he had more moments, Abdullah, that I like that than creative moments.
Honestly, you're too harsh on it.
Anyways, we're talking about Maguire now, yeah. Maguire, I didn't say he played shit, but you can see glimpses.
No, don't.
And same with Martinez. I'm starting to see with this guy, they're starting to do some dumb shit. Wallah azim at the back, bro. They try to do this tiki-taka stuff. At one point, we nearly copped Wallah al-Azim.
Yeah, when he nearly-
Yeah,
when he
it's,
got
it,
caught,
this is
yeah,
not the
yeah.
first time they do it as well. Wallah al-Azim, they did it last game as well. Like this dumb tiki-taka kid on the side. If they just play it back to the hair or play it long over
He's got the
wing.
most passes in
Khalas.
United. You know that, yeah?
Who? That doesn't
Martinez.
mean they're all fantastic. Some of them are dangerous.
That's so
Amri.
weird, man.
Well,
But you know,
he's scary, bro.
his pass was the purpose for a second goal, yeah?
No, I'm not taking anything from him, but I'm saying silly stuff like that at the
everything
back
alive.
is gonna cost us games.
He's
Nothing.
better, he's better on the ball than I thought. Like I thought he was just like a star, bro. I thought he was just a
He
machine.
plays in holding mid as well.
Yeah, he's good.
Just
he's good.
mistakes
But
like
when
that
it comes to
is
Maguire,
like
I
scary.
think
Wallahi.
we could only play him in games like this when we're gonna dominate the whole game.
Yeah, and the
But
other
in
team
a game
has
when
no
we're gonna be
attack at
pressed,
all.
yeah, but in a game when we're gonna be pressed the whole time, there's no way he could.
Yeah, and you remember that part where Azam, we said that should have been a pen or something. You said it should have been to that Sims guy or I
thought he
forgot
was
who,
gonna-
Demarai
yeah,
Gray.
I know what I thought it was gonna be a penalty.
That kind of defending. That kind of defending. You know what that is? That's like I'm scared of this guy. I don't know what he's about to do. Or as soon as he goes past me, let me grab him.
He just can't
He
score,
does
yeah,
that.
that's the thing.
That could have been a pen,
He
wallahi.
does it a
Another
lot.
day.
Wallah. You know, if that was away from him, if that was at their ground, that's definitely a penalty. The whole crowd would have
The
gone up
first
and
chance as
screamed.
well,
It would have been a
the
pen
Sims one.
straight away.
Martinez went out to
Yeah.
to get Demarai Gray and stuff. He passed the ball to him, and he's waiting.
Homeboy didn't. Yeah, he didn't shuffle across.
Bro,
He didn't come across.
He just waited because that's what he does the whole
It's
time.
scary, but it's just scary. Like they
So
have
weird,
some
man.
decent performances, but they do some dumb stuff. Or something.
Before we move on, one player that Hamid, you could probably give praise to. I don't think you're gonna have anything to say. Wan-Bissaka has been on fire, bro. Wan-Bissaka has been class, wallahi.
When I said last time,
improved a lot.
he's actually like you guys made fun of me. Or it was on call. Mohamed was saying for me to say he's one of the best defenders in the league. That's not a joke, wallah. Going forward, you can say whatever you like. He's gotten better at that. But as a defender, wallah, I don't see anyone going past this guy.
I reckon
not one,
as
wallah.
defender 1-on-1. I think he's the best in the world. 1-on-1. I think he is.
Best,
I don't
best,
think
I'll
anyone
say,
is
I'll
better
say
than him.
something better, wallah.
As a defender
Best
I'll say,
1-on-1.
no, I'll say
Wallah, I
something.
reckon
Best tackler in the
if
world.
not the best.
Best tackler is between him. You know how Casemiro was in Real Madrid? How he's just always tackling and his tackles are always on point? He's kind of drained that a little bit in the Premier League. He's zahlik for no reason.
Be honest, he
sometimes,
barely
wallahi.
gets them wrong.
But yeah,
he
that's
And
his
mind you,
thing,
he
wallahi.
faced a lot of top players. I remember the game against PSG when he had what's his name on lock,
Boys,
Di
but you
Maria
know
and
who the
Mbappe.
best right back in the league is right now?
Don't talk about Tomiyasu or
Ben
Ben White.
White.
Nah, wallah, relax, bro.
Oh,
Relax.
wallahi,
But
he's
anyway,
the
as
best
I'm-
right back in the
Abdullah,
league
you know
right
we're
now.
only talking about 1-on-1 defending, yeah?
Yeah,
We're not
Best
talking about
right
the
back
entire,
in the
you know?
league. Like
As
you-
a
like
fullback,
you-
maybe
Reece-
someone else is
Reece
better than
James
him,
isn't
but
back
just
at
defending
100%,
himself.
That's why.
But we'll say just be honest, wallahi. No, but be honest, wallahi. Best tackler.
1v1 defending,
1v1
yeah,
defender
he's hard to get past.
Wallahi, he's very good, bro.
He's fire. Let's move on to Tottenham. Ravo, I tried to get Ravo here. Ravo, wallah, I tried to get you on because Tottenham finally got a win. You said you're not available, so...
They got a
bad
win
luck.
or two.
They got a win.
won last-
They got a win against Brighton.
Your favorite player scored a banger. Wallah,
Yes,
Hassan.
Son scored a
But
fire.
that's the thing. That's every goal that he scores. So he will attempt 17 shots like that, 17 or 18. One of them will be a goal. You know what I mean? Yeah, 17 or 18.
Would you pull that?
He always does it. Every single game, cuz. He doesn't pass the ball. He doesn't do nothing. He just thinks that every shot I take is going to be a goal.
Anyways, that goal.
That's what he does.
That goal was Son's 100th goal in the Premier League. He becomes the first Asian player to get 100 goals.
What
Yeah,
a
but
legend.
since when?
Clap for that.
Since
wallahi.
what? Yeah,
Best Asian
Adam.
player, come on.
Tell us when he started. Tell us when he started. I'm not going to clap for
Was that
this.
like
Salah.
6 years ago? 5 years ago?
6 years ago.
Nah,
Well-
6 maybe?
He's not been getting, maybe 6 years.
6 years maybe?
As I'm saying, the
That's
thing that
very-
you said
that's
in
not bad, bro.
the title for the highlights video of him, wallahi. If he was English, it would be considered one of the best in the world, wallahi.
Not anymore now.
Not anymore now, but at his prime, wallahi, at
No,
his
but
prime,
100
he would have gotten
is-
his flowers,
100
wallahi.
goals
azim.
is
It's nothing, cuz. For 6 years.
fantastic.
No, I'm not talking about the goals thing. I'm talking
I was-
about in his prime, I'm saying.
I was going to ask this question if Ravo was here, but is he the best Asian player?
Never.
Who else is it, wallahi?
I was.
What about Park
Hassanin
Ji-sung?
obviously was going to stand up for Harry Kewell here.
Q, yeah.
I know he was going to do
Parky
that.
Song, cuz. He's way better.
Nakamura, maybe some people will say
Yeah,
that.
Party sounds a good shout.
Park
Yeah,
Ji-sung.
my boy
But
Kagawa.
it's not something special.
Kagawa wasn't for a long time, but
Kagawa.
Ji-sung,
Shinji
definitely.
Kagawa is
But-
like a dream. It's just a kidda. It came and it went. Wallahi, so fast.
How about Tomiyasu?
Tomiyasu still coming. It's still upcoming.
Wallahi, if Mitoma continues like this, that's a good shout too, wallahi. Wallahi.
Honestly, I think
That was a
Park
goal, by the way. Speaking of Mitoma, the first one.
Park is the only player that I could probably.
He's
that-
better.
Yeah, Park.
Park Ji-sung isn't.
Nah, Azam, he's not special.
He's not a better
He's not
player.
special, bro. He's not
Oh,
special.
come
at
on,
all.
You can say he's had a better career.
Abdullah, he
Not a
played
better
at a
player.
top
The
level.
way
for us.
the
Not a better
ex-players, the
player.
ex-United players
Not a-
talk about him, bro.
But
No,
they all,
no.
you know what they all say?
He
They all
did
say
the-
when
he
he
did the job
Yeah,
that
yeah,
they
that
didn't
someone
want
he
to
gets
do.
his job done.
Yeah,
He did
that's
the
what I
job that
mean.
they didn't want to do. That's why they like him.
That's
He
good,
did the
though.
dog work. No, that's not talent. I'm sorry,
We're not
wallah.
talking about talent, but
I'm saying a better player.
career-wise,
He said a
he's
better
got it.
player.
But player, no way.
He was a better player.
Nah,
That's
nah.
what I think too.
No way.
If you're the best at doing that position,
Yeah, like-
Wallah.
well, honestly,
Wallahi, be
so
quiet.
Son, let's be fair, he was one of the best wingers in the world. Like maybe 2-3 years ago, you could say he's one of the best in the world.
One of the best in the world. Park Ji-sung was never that.
Never one of the best defensive midfielders in the world.
He was never.
You would never say
he
that.
wasn't even a defensive midfielder, Azam. Huh?
It was like Toni Kroos, kida, number 8. I don't know.
He
Nah,
wasn't,
bro.
In midfield, you play him to man mark people. He was mainly playing at wide.
He's got like that Gattuso role, bro. Pretty
Nah,
much.
he was playing at wide. mainly.
About Son, it's very
no
hard to
defensive
come.
midfielder, you're right at that time,
It's
Zach.
very hard to come by
he was.
wingers like Son, Hassan Azam, who are very good. Dribblers, they're all very good dribblers. But this guy's got both feet as well.
Yeah, he's
That's
obviously
hard.
more talented, but like, but are you gonna hold that against him because he's more of a defensive player? Yan?
No, I'm not gonna say that. But if he was as important, like his importance was because he has to
He
man
was
mark,
very
man
important
mark.
for Sir Alex, bro. Don't
Azam,
even
but
say
about
that.
the man marking stuff, Azam, and
so
about
was
doing the
Fletcher,
dog work,
Azam. Are
Azam.
we talking about Fletcher like this?
Nah, come on.
Come on, bro. It's the same shit.
Would Fletcher
Wallahi.
sign the Champions League final?
Wallah, he would.
No, he wouldn't.
Wallah, he would. Wallah, Azim, he would.
Man, you're very quiet, Wallah Azim. You should be defending this
He
guy.
would, bro. Come
I'll
on,
defend him
Azam,
all
chill,
day,
wallah.
I just don't see Park Ji-sung Azam as some like someone special or something like that.
Yeah,
I
what
don't
has
see it
Son
as that.
done,
wallah.
Ahmed?
Huh?
What has
Son
Son
is
done?
special, Hassan. Wallah Hazim is special. Just because he's having a bad run, wallah, that doesn't mean he's not
Has he
special player.
ever had a good run? Apart from that season they played the
Wallahi
Champions League
Azim,
final?
there was a good
And the
3
season
years
where
or
he won
something.
the
It was
Golden
it was going well,
Son's
bro.
special.
Come on,
What
man.
are you saying?
Wallah, he's not special.
He's
Wallah.
very special. Very special.
Watch him next game. He'll do the same thing right now. What he did.
Because he's on a shit run. Khalas. What do you do, bro?
Anyways,
Take shots. Take shots.
moving on, and this is one of the.
Anyways, the referees didn't do them well.
yeah. Did you guys see that by the way?
Brighton.
Like
Yeah,
three
yeah.
decisions VAR.
2
bro.
goals,
Yeah.
guys, rolled
Yeah.
out. Handballs.
I did.
Was it birthday?
This guy didn't watch any of the games, guys. Yes.
Yeah, both coaches they got red.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I'm just waiting for the Arsenal.
They're both Italians too.
No. Let's talk
Are
about.
we going to talk about Arsenal Liverpool? Come on.
We're gonna talk about it towards the end of the thing, but let's talk about Chelsea. Frank Lampard is back at Chelsea. Did anyone expect that, by the way?
Stinker.
We were saying Nagelsmann, Shino.
Look, I was expecting. You know what surprised me? The Liverpool game. He was at the stands and they brought a camera on him. You know what I mean? I was thinking, why is this guy watching the game? Is he just there for fun? I didn't expect him.
The cameraman knew before you.
Maybe the cameraman knew or something. He was sitting there watching, like, you know what I mean, observing. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't watching like a fan,
Yeah, fair enough.
like he's been told. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
You see what on SDS they were saying that actually now that Lampard is back, but the players are gonna like Kepa Hesse is gonna hate his life. Like how he didn't rate Kepa, that's why.
Yeah.
And
He bought many.
Well, I should hate his life anyways.
He rates Gallagher, he rates Mount, all these players. It's like they will bring Tomori back on.
Because have you seen the
Yeah,
goal they
yeah,
scored?
man.
Moves? It's an unbelievable goal, cuz.
Yeah. Was it from fullback? It was a fullback. Yeah. It
No.
looks like a fullback, man.
That Nunes, the guy that scored for Wolves, yeah, that United wanted to buy him. He's a midfielder.
Let's start with the sacking of Thomas Tuchel at the beginning of the season. What did you make of it? The timing after he spent so much money bringing all these players in. Did you think it made any sense to bring in, even like, you know, people were talking about this Graham Potter guy as being a project, Chelsea need a project, that kind of thing. Did you think it was a good move?
I don't think it was a good move. But, I mean, clearly everything that we've seen that's happened so far kind of proves that it wasn't a good move. But, like, they weren't playing well, man. Like, something had to be done. It's Chelsea. These guys are trigger happy, man. They change the owners. They change whatever. It's the same thing. So, yeah, no, it wasn't a good move. But at the same time, I don't know what else they could have done. If they stuck with him, who's to say things? He would have turned things around, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, it was getting towards the end, but right now they've appointed someone temporarily. Frank Lampard is back. We were just talking about it right now before we gave you a phone call. We didn't expect it. We just thought like the second coach was just going to take over or something until the end of the season. Did you expect this? And who do you think would come in starting next year?
Sure. Starting next year. Well, sorry, just for Lampard. Yeah, no, honestly, man. It's a joke at this point, isn't it, man? Like, why have they brought Lampard back? Like, he did some great things with the academy. Obviously with his son Mason Mount, and everything. Like, bringing all the youth players in, bringing everyone in, but like, he's not up to it, man. I don't see it ending well. But at the same time, we'll see how it goes. For next year, I think they got to bring in Nagelsmann. I think Nagelsmann, or maybe even Luis Enrique is available as well, but I don't think he'll be interested in working. I'm not sure if he'll be interested in working in England. We'll see. I've seen some reports saying that he's not for it, but who knows what's true and what isn't. But Nagelsmann, I think he could probably like bring some energy that these guys need and some fresh ideas. Things didn't work out for him at Bayern Munich, but I'm not sure how much of that was actually his fault.
Yeah.
There was a lot to do with his tactics and whatnot and everything there, but like there was a lot of stuff going on outside of it. Like I know his girlfriend used to work for one of the big newspapers, Bild, so there was like a lot of tension at Bayern Munich, the upper management, with him actually working there and him kind of having someone in the media that he's close to. So I think he'll be a good fit for Chelsea.
Yeah.
I think he will.
And now Chelsea have got what's their name? Real Madrid. Your boys start. I think next week, isn't it?
They're gonna be knocked out anyways. Everybody knows that.
Where do you think that's gonna go?
Yeah.
Like, do you think Chelsea can go on this magical run that they've always been going on whenever they sack their managers towards the end of the season and go to win the Champions League, or do you think Real Madrid has got an easy one?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw Chelsea's game yesterday against Wolves.
I did watch that game.
They were horrendous.
Yeah, it was horrible.
It was sad to watch. The same thing against Liverpool last week. That was one of the worst matches I've ever seen in my entire life, man. Like two teams that are fighting for third place somehow in one contest. But anyway, like I think it's gonna be an easy match for Real Madrid, man. I don't see it going any other way. Both legs.
Yeah.
Even though Real Madrid lost this morning as well.
Just one last thing before we let you go. I saw your video on Arsenal. You're saying Arsenal finally have that dog in him. Like Arteta has that, brought that kind of courage into the team. I want to get because right now it's probably the hardest time to call this league. Arsenal are on a good run. Manchester City have picked up their form. They're looking really, really good. Arsenal have a tough couple of fixtures coming up.
Newcastle might win the league.
Newcastle
might win the league. Why not?
But if you can call it right now, do you think Arsenal are going to win the league?
I think they're going to win it, man. I think they're going to win it.
Yeah?
The thing is, like, so I saw an interesting post earlier today that was like on the I think it was on like the Man City Reddit or something like that. They were talking about Pep the last 10 games of a season or the last 9 games of a season for every year that Pep Guardiola has been at City. And they've never lost more than 2 games in the last 10 games of the season, so this final stretch. And bear in mind, they've always gone far in Champions League. They've always gone far in the FA Cup, all that sort of stuff. So, like, they've got depth. They've got everything going for them. But I don't know, man. There's just something about this Arsenal. I don't see them losing. Like, too much. They're playing Liverpool today. I think they're going to smash them. But, like, other than that, I don't see... I think they've got it in them. I really do.
No, I
really do.
Honestly, I'm one of the guys that are rooting for Arsenal. I think they're the good guys in this story, man. And I don't think anyone wants Manchester City to catch up.
No, we've had enough
These
of Man
two
City.
do.
No, I don't want
Definitely.
For this season,
Definitely.
for this season, I don't mind.
You guys are snakes.
I don't mind you guys winning.
this.
Get
And I need to take this
Snakes.
one.
Yeah.
out of here, bro.
We need Arsenal to win.
This is blasphemy what you're doing.
We need Arsenal to win.
The only reason is I don't want City to win it 3 times in a row. That's our record. I don't want them to break it.
Guys, I don't want City to win anything. Wallahi Azim. I'd rather anyone win that. They're annoying.
You,
bro.
you just mentioned something very good. You said that Guardiola only loses two of his last
10 games.
10 games, or haven't lost more than 2 games in his last 10 games. I noticed that with Guardiola, I feel like only his players let him down. He gets the plans right and stuff like that, but the players just let him down. You know what I mean?
In the Premier League or in the Champions? Because in the Champions
Generally
League, he chokes.
any
Champions
game.
League, it's him, bro.
Champions League, it's him.
I feel like it's the players.
Champions League, it's him.
Champions League,
Champions League, it's definitely him, bro.
Guardiola's also quite funny because he's not afraid to kind of like throw his players under the bus in the media as well.
Yeah.
I think yesterday or was it the day before, he comes out and he says Kyle Walker's not suited to the way we want to play football.
What?
It's like, bro.
Yeah, he talks shit about Kyle Walker, man.
Wow.
Yeah, players let him down sometimes every now and then, especially in Champions League. Sterling needs to be crucified for some of the things he's done in the Champions League for these guys over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
But Yeah, no, we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, hopefully it's a crazy end to the league. I'm feeling like it's going to be a crazy end. But again, thanks for your time, Tinashe. We'll definitely give you a call another time.
For sure. Thanks for having me on. Hope you guys all the best, eh?
My guy, take care.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hassan, you love this guy.
Love this guy. He's the GOAT.
Go,
I
Tinashe.
didn't know it was a South African guy. Wallah.
He's the GOAT.
Tinashe goes in. Anyways, let's give our opinions quickly before we move on to the Manchester City game. Chelsea against Real Madrid. Is it this Wednesday? Well, like,
It's this week.
It's this week.
Thursday morning. Wednesday morning.
Wednesday
City
for them.
game. Yeah, Wednesday.
because that came in quick. And I thought the Champions League doesn't happen until after Ramadan. Wallah.
What are you saying?
Dude, Ramadan bends.
Because we're in
Yeah,
April.
Ramadan
cuz.
bends.
Ramadan bends is getting smoke Chelsea. Wallah.
We're in April, cuz. And mind you, he scored 2 back-to-back hat-tricks, yeah?
And he still lost.
And we're
I
still
think
lost
Azam,
in one.
it's raps with Chelsea. Even if Benzema didn't even do that stuff just before the game,
No, I
I
think
think it's raps with Chelsea. Wallah.
I think it's Real Madrid because Lampard came in. Wallah. That's
No, I don't think because of that. Even if Graham Potter was there, he wasn't going to do it.
I agree with Azam. You know why?
Let's be honest.
Because yesterday before the Wolves game, they had an interview with Lampard, yeah? They asked him about why Kante isn't starting this game, the Wolves game. He said, we've got Real Madrid coming up and stuff like that. He's saving players, yeah?
No, he's come back from an injury. He can't play more than one game a week. He
Even-
played
Who's this?
midweek.
Kante, yeah.
Yeah, Kante played midweek against Chelsea.
Because play him against Wolves,
No, but he's come back
win
from
that
injury,
game.
he's right, bro.
You're going to lose that Real Madrid game anyways.
Even if he saves it, wallah, it's smart. It's a smart decision.
gotta give his
because they don't
himself
care-
the best
They
chance,
don't, they don't care about the league. And they're not gonna do anything in the league.
Yeah, winning
Wallahi,
against
they
Real
know.
Madrid is more important to them right now.
It's, if Hassan,
Yeah, I
they're
mean,
gonna
if
give
they
their
end up
best
winning
shot,
every
Hassan.
single game right now in the league, every single game, they'll still make a top 4.
Make top 5 maybe. Europa League, why
I
not?
think wallahi, for Chelsea right now, I think even their fans would rather them just focus on Champions League.
Yeah,
wallahi.
that's the only
Again,
competition they have a
that's-
chance of actually
you
doing
need to do
something.
as well as you can.
The
in
only
Champions League,
thing.
wallahi.
Well, bad for them, but they're playing Real Madrid, cuz.
Anyways,
Yeah,
if
wallah,
Mohamed
they
Idris, was here, he would have loved speaking about what happened this morning. Southampton versus Manchester City 4-1. Erling Haaland takes his tally to 44 goals in across all competitions and 30 goals in the league right now.
How many did Salah get in the
32, right?
32, yeah?
32.
And this guy's already
He's
on that.
he's 3 goals away
Yeah,
He's
from
got 10
breaking
left.
the record.
He's known, bro.
Yeah,
But
that's-
Hassan,
He's
And he's still got 9
Start
games to go.
Start batting against
Start batting,
Southampton. That's bottom of the bottom, cuz.
Nah, well, like me, I don't do that stuff. Wallah, goals a goal, wallah, and it's still in the Premier League. They're a Premier League side.
Yeah.
Fair enough,
They're
wallah.
annoying, wallah.
And he looked very
He's too
dominant
good,
in that
wallah.
game, bro. It looked like he was gonna score regardless.
And City look like they're back to their best. They look like they're not stressing through games. They used to stress to win games when they were in that rough patch through the middle of the season. Now it looks like they're cruising.
Because if he was, look, if he played that Liverpool game, Erling Haaland, if he was playing that Liverpool game, they would have lost or drew that game. If it wasn't for Alvarez, cuz he broke that defense nicely. I'm not taking anything away from him, but he doesn't have that capability, cuz.
He doesn't have a negative impact on that team.
He doesn't have a negative
It
impact.
does in a
No,
way,
Allah,
to be
you
honest.
see
Like,
that
I've
thing
seen
with
it.
Jamie Carragher saying, just explaining how yani, he's actually having a negative impact on the team.
Yeah, he is.
Him?
And he's
Haaland?
not playing up to his full potential like Haaland.
No, but you
Because
know
of
the
the
thing
His
Manchester
is,
first
City
season
system.
under Pep Guardiola, that's how it is.
Azam-
Just like Jack Grealish.
Well, the way he
Yeah, but
said
the
it made a
thing is-
lot of
Look,
sense.
that's a good example. He's trash.
Who?
No, listen.
Grealish,
No,
no, but Grealish
second
now
season,
is
look, he's
how he's
killing
doing
it.
now.
No, but
I
the
think
thing is,
Haaland
it's not about him not playing to his full potential. He is. All he does ever was just scoring goals. He's
It's
just
a
good
system,
at.
bro.
He cannot play. He's not a ball playing center forward. He's not. Yeah, I know that for City you probably need that player. But for
Hassan-
City, they could also cope with a player like Khalid because they could do all the work and just give him the ball, and all he has to do is finish. He can't survive.
When he was at Dortmund, did you ever see him coming close to the circle,
but it's
to the middle
Ghana.
circle? You
It's
never
Ghana.
see it.
Yeah, but Dortmund, they play against 17 and 16 years old, cuz, all the
But
time.
I'm saying, Hassan, even in Champions League, when they played against City in the Champions League. When he bodied Ruben Diaz out the way in that game, he doesn't drop deep to go for a little touch and then run behind. He never did that. That's not his style. But now because they're in this system, they're all trying to be
That's
like
what-
ball playing players. And
That's
stuff.
what Jamie Carragher was saying.
But that's not him having a negative impact on the team.
No, he's saying he almost picked the wrong team to go
He
to.
did. He definitely did. Arsenal would have been 100%
Arsenal?
better.
Yeah, but
Yeah, wallahi
Arsenal
lazim.
don't-
No, if they were like اسمه شنو يعني going for it, like I'm saying like different
Arsenal are
options
trying
with
to
the team.
Arsenal. I feel like they're trying to replicate not just the like Pep Guardiola.
Yeah,
Obviously,
Arsenal
Arteta worked
plays
with,
similar to
with
City.
It's similar, but I think
But more
I think
direct.
in the
More
front-
than
no,
United.
no,
I reckon more
no,
United,
it's-
you would've
No,
said.
from the back to the midfield, it's like a City setup, but the front three and the attacking midfield, it's more a Liverpool, how Firmino, Salah, and Mane used to be.
Yeah, but don't you think, Abdullah, your front three always get involved with the midfield?
no, but it's the centre forward has to be able to play.
Yeah,
He has to drop
they
in.
get
Haaland
involved a
wouldn't
lot
work,
more.
yeah.
Yeah,
Haaland
that's
wouldn't
it.
work.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
take
saying.
that back. Wallah, I don't know why I said Arsenal. United would have
United,
suited him better.
100%.
Wallah,
Yeah,
because
'cause
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Wallah,
Because-
Yeah,
I
but
completely lost.
any player he suits United, wallah,
No,
let's be honest. At
Wallah,
this
you know
point.
why? Because we literally, I realized from the Everton game.
a slow striker would not suit United.
Yeah, he
It
was-
has to
have-
be,
we
that's
have
why
Weghorst.
this guy's
That's
not.
why
That's
Weghorst-
why he's not working.
Everyone's
It's not working out for us.
Where's us? Cause I've never
Does
seen a
Wiggles
player
has
like that.
any fans? Wallah, I think.
Weghorst did this. He wanted to be Cantona yesterday when he was coming on. Did you see him? He did this. He wanted to be Cantona when he came on. Did you see that?
They hate him so much.
Wallah. No, you know why? Wallahi, I love him for the hard work that he does.
Yeah, wallahi,
But
the
he
hard
cannot,
work.
like, he can't help us in any other way. Wallahi al-azim.
The
Wallahi.
guy alone, والله Gary Neville قال لكم والله he's trying his best. This is everything he has.
I'm Gary Neville.
You know what
He's
this
better
is?
than
والله
Ronaldo.
قال لكم this is everything he has. خلاص.
He's better than Ronaldo, yeah?
No, والله did you see
It
that
says to the
graphic that he
team,
used?
he's more important to the team than Ronaldo
Don't
was.
get tired, get fit. That's what it is.
If they
I
had
really
kept
like that
Ronaldo, it would have been a different story, wallahi.
Nah, not in
Yeah,
this
yeah.
system. Not in this
See,
system.
you know what I don't understand is we watched that Netherlands versus Argentina game, yeah? That's the only reason they bought him. Yeah. Me and you watched that game, yeah? But I didn't know this guy played for Burnley, because if he played for Burnley and that team that got relegated,
Can't play for United, no?
he shouldn't play for United, because he even shouldn't play for Crystal Palace. How about that, wallah?
Teams that players that come from like that level kind of teams, the relegation type of teams, they're only fast and like sharp players that you
So
get. From
what do you
there.
guys
don't
think
get
of
anyone else from
Mitrovic
there,
then?
Huh?
Mitrovic, the guy that plays. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah,
of
but
him?
he
You
brought
think
them
he's
back.
back?
He went
Same
down with them and he
thing.
brought them back.
Yeah, before that
Scored
they were there
35
and they went
goals.
down with him. They went down with him when he
Yeah,
didn't do nothing in the Premier
he
League.
brought them back. This guy left, went to Turkey. They brought him from Turkey, cuz, from Super League.
Before that, the year before that, he scored 40 goals. He
signed him
came
on
back
Turkey,
and he
wallah.
went back down. He scored another 40 goals and came back.
But
That would have just proved that he's
but
only
that's
good in the
different.
championship.
You think Mitrovic wouldn't fit better? He wouldn't be a better fit, cuz.
That's what I mean. I'm saying the way you judging players, it's not right. You saying,
no,
if you
it's
play for a
right.
team that got regulated, you can't.
right. Well, I think it's right.
not really.
The bottom teams that have like the players that should go up to top teams are the ones that can finish or the ones that are just a threat in general. Weghorst is not a threat, inshallah, in the championship. He's not a threat. He's not even a threat in the air. He can't even hit it, wallah al-azim. When have you seen him win a header? Come on.
He can't win nothing, cuz. The only thing he's been winning so far is hearts, wallah. Of Man United fans.
Has he?
I haven't shown it.
I just said yeah, wallah.
No, some people actually like him. You know what I noticed? There are some Man United accounts, obviously, they don't talk about Ten Hag. They don't talk about Ten Hag players. They don't talk about Weghorst. They just say, oh, we're lacking a striker. But they don't say he's trash. You know what I mean? They always say nice things about
You know
him.
what I said? Because he's not doing. Like,
They
he's not
they
going
understand
against
that he's
everything.
giving his best.
Wallahi,
No, but
he's doing.
even other than all that, he's not even our player. He's just a lone player. He's going back in the end of the season. It's not like we signed him and we're stuck with him and now we're suffering. No, he's going back
Why are we getting him in the first place?
because we have no other option.
We have
There
plenty of
wasn't-
options, wallah.
No, they didn't
Well,
have the
Oli-
money to
Oli
spend.
Watkins.
They
He was a
didn't
good
have the
option.
money
You know,
to spend.
you know what, Abdullah? You know
They
who
were
I-
going through sell. The whole club was going through sell, bro. They don't have money to spend like that.
You know who I hope we can get that to Allah? This guy says he's a terrible footballer. Also mention this guy.
You want Osimhen?
Wallahi, you know what? You know what? You know what I think? No, you know if we could if we ever could, it would be perfect because of the
I
way
don't
that
trust
we play,
Italian
wallahi.
strikers.
Get ready to
Over
break
the
the
ones
bank.
that play in
That's all I
Italy.
gotta say.
Over
wallah.
the top, Allah Azim football like this that we played against Everton now.
I want
Just
Oli
get
Watkins
it
at
there.
Arsenal
Oli Watkins, get that boy, man.
as a backup striker to Jesus next
Arsenal?
season. Yeah,
You guys just want.
I want
you
Oli
guys-
Watkins
you
and
want
Declan
average-
Rice.
You want
And
average
Nketiah,
strikers.
forget him, huh?
Bring them والله. No, man. Nketiah for the cup games.
You know you should say Abdullah.
شو حتقول لي شنو ثاني؟ Community
No,
Shield.
but he's right though.
Nketiah is gonna be young gun by Troy. Wallah, at this club, he's gonna stay at this club and be listed.
He's on 100 grand a week. Cause leave him. Let him enjoy his
You know
life.
who
والله.
they-
He's living
you know-
in London.
you
He's
know-
at home.
You know who
He's
should,
good, wallah.
You know who we should get Abdullah Wallah? We should get Ivan Toney, Wallah, I think.
Yeah, Ivan Toney,
No,
100%.
us. Yeah. I think we should get Ivan Toney, Wallah. I don't
It doesn't suit you, wallah, to be an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, it doesn't, yeah?
doesn't look good.
You see the penalty he missed?
You look better. You look better suffering. Wallah. Much better. Anyways, the other player besides Erling Haaland that had a killer game was Kevin De Bruyne, boys. He became the fastest player to reach 100 Premier League assists. People are saying he's the best playmaker in the Premier League history. Is that a bit too much?
Maybe
Well, I
not.
look, boys. Well,
Maybe
without any nostalgia merchants, without any of this,
I think
Can
he's
we
the best.
start saying like comparing him and maybe even putting him above Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes
easy.
with
Lampard
those
and
when he
Gerrard,
retires.
yes.
those guys?
Scholes is
No?
a different thing.
Really?
I think so.
But was Scholes the same type of player?
No,
No, I'm just saying
Maybe a bit
midfielders.
deep,
Midfielders.
Nah,
No,
but,
but-
you can't do that.
But
You can't.
let's be honest. Gerrard and Lampard were never in conversations of best in the world like that. Lampard more so the season that Chelsea won the league in when 2005 when
No, 4 or 5, I think.
when
Yeah,
Jose
he was,
Mourinho's
he
first
was
season.
third or something in Ballon d'Or, right?
Yeah,
Something like that.
that's when. But that was a one-off. Like the team had.
I don't believe
a
in
big
these
season.
English players.
I don't
Wallah,
think
Wallah, I
these
don't
two.
believe
I
it.
don't think Gerrard and Lampard. I don't think they're on the level of Scholes. I'll be honest. Ability-wise, footballing brain-wise, all of that. I don't think they're on the same.
No one
level.
on YouTube will ever say that. I just saying.
طريقتهم والله.
You know, it's all.
You know, everybody puts Scholes last.
He's first.
bro.
He's first.
Everyone puts Scholes last. It's either Gerrard first
Yeah, but it's
or
not,
Lampard
it's not
first.
very likable. You know what I mean?
It's
That's
not about
like,
likability.
It's like saying Gareth Bale is not better than Neymar, even though we all know he's better than Neymar.
He's had a better career.
He's better
Is he
than
better than
Neymar,
Neymar?
better player, better
can
abilities.
relax.
Gareth
Bale.
Bale. Everybody knows that.
He's had a better career.
He's had a
yes.
better career.
He's
Ability is
better.
not better than him.
He is the best winger that ever played in the Premier League, and you
down.
can't say no, wallah.
Slow down.
Wing up.
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo kid.
He's better than Ronaldo.
You're
cuz.
high, bro.
No, high, wallah.
No,
As a
you're
winger?
sick, wallah.
And
Wallah,
then
you're sick.
stick to Kevin De
Yeah,
Bruyne.
wallah.
Kevin De
Said, bro,
Bruyne
come
is
on,
up there,
wallah.
but do you
Ronaldo
remember
can-
the impact that David Silva used to have on the Man City team? Do you remember David Silva at his best? The 4 or 5 seasons where he was running amok?
Unfortunately,
in
I'm
that
just going to
number
use
10?
what you just said. Was he one of the best in the world?
No. I'm asking you. Do you remember,
I
the-
remember,
the
and
impact that he had at City and
yeah.
in the Premier League? You saying in the Premier League? Yeah. I'm saying I'm trying to think of who Kevin De Bruyne is competing against because
Are you saying
I don't
midfielders,
think
Abdullah?
I don't think attacking. You said attack.
No,
you
I said
creative.
He said
midfielders.
midfield.
Ah.
That's why we said Scholes. That's
I
why he said
thought you
Scholes,
said
isn't it?
attacking midfielders.
That-
He's
that's-
definitely in it.
Because if you say
This
just
is not
midfielders,
conversation, yeah?
Azam, if you say
And it's not too crazy to put him above them.
if you say just midfielders, it becomes very easy to
it's
put him
open,
up
yeah.
to put him up top. You know why? Because he's got every aspect of the game. He's got it all, and going forward, he's by far the best out of all these midfielders that you're gonna name. So it's just can he defend as well? Can he do the box to box kind of job? He can. Not as
I don't
great
think he's
as
better
the
than
others.
Scholes though.
Not as great as the others, but going forward,
think
he's
he
better
is.
than these guys.
I think he's better than
all
Scholes.
No,
of them.
but as like a complete midfielder,
Yeah, I
reckon
think
Scholes is
so.
better
I
than
think
him.
so. No, I think he's much
he's
better than
nice,
Scholes.
wallahi.
I think
He's
if you're
not- he's
gonna
not that
compare
great
him to Scholes,
defensive.
Niall, it's gonna.
Who's got more in their locker? Who's got more in their locker?
I'll say Paul Scholes because he's
Oh,
all
haram
rounded. He
عليك,
could
haram
defend
عليك.
and attack.
He
could defend and attack.
No.
But if you're looking at a whole midfielder that could defend and attack, Kevin De Bruyne can't defend though.
You see how Bruno was dropped deep and he controlled the tempo of the game?
Yeah.
That's what Paul Scholes used to do. So now Bruno's an attacking midfielder. You're telling me De Bruyne brought deep and he can't control it? Absolutely he can.
You want to tell me he could defend? You want to tell me he could
He
defend?
can do exactly
De
what
Bruyne
Bruno
could
did.
defend.
What Bruno did.
De Bruyne defends.
How about even
Come on,
better
boys.
question? Can Scholes push up to a 10 and play as a 10?
Yeah, he can.
It's very tough.
He
Come on,
can, but
Kaz.
he won't.
He can, Kaz.
He won't have the impact that De Bruyne has on games now.
Maybe not.
No,
but
he
I'm
won't.
saying
No,
as-
not maybe, definitely not.
I said attacking, yeah, the problem. I'm saying as a complete,
Yeah, Toni though can.
as a complete that has
Yeah,
everything.
He's a very good one.
Like has
Yeah.
if we compare it complete, we have to add physical attributes to this.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, physical,
Okay,
aggression,
there's-
everything,
there's
stamina,
aggression, there's
speed,
faster,
everything.
there's bigger, there's
Everything.
stronger, there's all these.
You didn't watch Scholes like that, so don't
No,
go
yes,
in
I'm,
on Scholes.
I'm not talking about Scholes being like
No,
that.
no, but-
I'm just talking about how De Bruyne is.
Everything you have just mentioned, I reckon Scholes will tick every single box of them.
Like I have
Everything.
opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
I don't-
strength-wise, he was more stronger than him.
We're not
There's no
talking
way.
about the same planet here. Like, you two different players.
No,
You
when
wanna
you're
tell
talking
me
about
De Bruyne
history,
yeah,
in the
history,
Premier
yes.
League,
And
Paul
like-
Scholes is up there.
And as a great and stuff like that, 100% you can put him in the same category. But I'm just saying, as a complete midfielder, who's the best out of all the midfielders that's ever played in the Premier League?
I think
It's not too bad to put him up there now.
De Bruyne is ahead of him because of the impact that he has on games. It's a different type of impact than the one that Scholes had. 'Cause Scholes with controlling the tempo of the game and running the whole game from and you know back in the early 2000s, you can't have one player control the tempo of the game. You don't see it as much now. It's almost like every player contributes now. And the games are back and forth. Everyone's athletic.
And Abdullah
The man,
also,
one player can
also
control the
Scholes
game.
used to do it in the big stages.
He did, yeah.
Like in the
but
Champions
he
League
did.
finals, in this and that, he used to show
I'm
up.
not saying he wouldn't, but what I'm saying is what weighs more to a team and to a game of football is the goals and assists. And De
I know.
Bruyne does a lot more of that
Yeah,
than Paul
Yeah, because
Scholes
he's
did.
more of an attacker.
No, but I'm saying if Scholes had those abilities, he'd be an attacker. But he doesn't. And what I'm saying is that weighs more to a game.
I'm not
that's
gonna
why I
talk
put
much
De
about
Bruyne.
scores because I haven't watched as much as I have of De Bruyne. But I'm saying I see in De Bruyne's role, like I can say in every single De Bruyne at his prime, I can say in every single game, people are so scared of him. Not just because he can create those chances and do those long balls, but because he can actually score. Any
can
time
strike
during
a
the
ball
game.
like
He
no
can
other
strike it
midfielder, bro.
with both feet. He can even free kicks is basically like a penalty for him. Like
And Kevin De
there's
Bruyne,
so many different
and not
aspects
just that,
to it. Wallahi
Kevin De
al-Azim.
Bruyne, like every generation is gonna have a player that needs to be the best. So Kevin De Bruyne in the Premier League, he's this from like the past 3 maybe
the
to
world,
5
Abdullah,
years.
in the world as
Yeah,
well.
man, no, I'm getting to that. From like the past 5 years, probably maybe even 6-7 years up until now, he's been the best midfielder in the Premier League, and he'll continue to be that. If he wins the Champions League, then he moves into with the Modric's, Iniestas, then he'll become
The Toni
all time.
Kroos.
Yeah, sorry, wallahi.
Definitely, wallah.
Miss me.
Wallah, definitely Toni.
Miss me with that.
You actually
wallahi.
rate him that highly, wallah?
Yeah,
He
why not?
rates every Real Madrid player. They go like
No, no.
Ceballos is la'ab.
Sabayas is good though. Wallahi, Sabayas is good. Maybe Wallahi Azim is good. You know he's good. Come on, don't talk shit. Wallahi, he's a good player, but he's not as great as this guy's making him to be.
Toni Kroos has done it everywhere he's been.
Yeah, I know.
He's done it with Bayern. He's
I
done
know.
it with
He's done
Germany.
very
He's
well.
done it with Real
But
This
Madrid.
one
Had a
Abdullah
fantastic
says. This one Abdullah says. Allah katab. Wallah.
Wallahi,
Wallahi.
this one we just
We can't really
wallahi.
explain.
All
Just
his
like
teams
Allah
are
Katab
stacked.
Bajaka to be a
What is that, cuz?
All his teams
Arsenal
are stacked.
midfielder, wallahi.
Cuz it's not about stats, cuz. Look, no. Few
Teams
like.
worse
They are much more important.
I'll
players
give
in
you a
these
good
teams.
example right
Let's be
now.
honest,
I'll give you a
wallahi.
good example right now. Yeah, a few episodes ago we celebrated what's his name, Mesut Ozil. He's a player from the same generation. Didn't have the same consistency. Didn't even do 50% of what Toni Kroos has done.
Whose job is easier, Kroos or Ozil's?
Kroos.
Kroos is easier. There you go.
Kroos is easier. You know why? You know why?
Because
he
he's
has
much
to be.
deeper.
You know why? Because he has to be consistent.
No, Hassan, because all he needs to do is make sure the ball goes from him to that winger or to that
The next
fullback.
player.
That's it.
That's it. He
He
doesn't
need to create
play
something.
the killer pass.
Wallahi, he doesn't need to create something.
Sanen, come on,
That,
bro.
come on, his thing is easier. It's
Be
much
quiet,
more
wallahi.
easier. So if you're going to talk about consistency, it's much more easier to do what Kroos was doing
And wallahi
for 10
al-azim,
years
Toni
than it is
Kroos
to do
at
what Ozil
Arsenal,
did.
he is not having the impact Ozil had at Arsenal. No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Because that was the finished Arsenal team.
No,
Abdullah.
no,
But that's what I'm saying.
Because
This is what
I
I'm
think,
saying,
I think
bro.
he'll be under a lot of pressure in the Prem. Wallahi al-Azim. He will get pressed.
Yeah, wallahi, he'll
hard.
get bullied.
Wallahi,
Wallahi,
I
he'll get
bullied.
bullied.
There's a
Play
lot of
under
space.
fast
You
press.
guys said that about Casemiro, and look what happened now.
I didn't say that about
no.
Casemiro.
Casemiro,
Nobody
you know
said
he's
that about
going to
Casemiro.
come on, wallahi.
Everyone knows he's a good
There are some
defensive
positions
midfielder.
that you're gonna stand out right away. Like an attacking midfielder, if you're really good, you come into any team, you could stand out. Defensive midfielder, you can lock it down. Tawali. Toni Kroos' position is very hard to judge. Well,
No, Azam, you know
Azam,
what?
Yeah, bro.
He
Azam.
is a continuity midfielder.
But that's
or
why it's not
a
special.
deep lying playmaker. It's
Azam.
not special.
Azam.
Deep lying playmakers play with time on the ball. A continuity player, Hassanin, is like an El Nani. Tadil, يمشيها to the next pass. That is it. ده
Yeah, but
شغله.
the thing is, look,
Job done.
he is 90% consistent when it comes like passing.
It's an easy
Yeah,
job.
mashallah.
It's a hard job to get wrong,
I'm
cuz.
not, okay, I'm not, sorry. I didn't
that's
mean consistency. I like passing accuracy. You know what I mean? 90%. No.
Man,
Even,
90% to the centre backs and left backs, bro.
no, not really. Wallah, even up front.
Say, you know, it's like putting you on the field and telling you put this through ball between these two centre backs and make sure it reaches Azam who's running onto it. Or do that 10 times, see how many times you can do it, and then all pass to Abdullah here to the left, pass to Nail here.
Because you can blindfold him and he'll get it in the right place.
You can get it 50
You tell
times
him,
to
I want
Nail
this one, I
Abdullah.
want it over there. He'll put it over there.
He's got nice long passes. Good long
He's got beautiful long
No,
range
but I'm
passes.
talking about as an attacking midfielder. I'm talking about the Ozil and Kroos thing that we're talking about. As an attacking midfielder, you're gonna have to create chances. You're gonna have to pick passes through the lines. As an 8, you're just gonna play side to side or over the
It's
top.
the hardest position.
It's much easier. It's not like khalas, like it's kids play.
Yeah, but why can't
it's
anybody
just
else
easier.
do it then?
Allah can do it.
Watch
That's
him
why there's so
retire
many
and
of
watch
them.
the next person do it like it
You
was
said
nothing.
it. You said it yourself. You said it yourself. Remember?
What did I say?
No, you said we have Kamavinga and we have Chelmeni. You said we don't. Once they retire, they're gonna take over. You
They're
said
gonna
that.
take over, of course. Because we got legends, guys.
The hard position you're gonna need to replace is Modric. That one is gonna be
Yeah,
impossible.
that-
to
that-
replace.
Valverde, مش قول لك.
Valverde
Valverde,
is a good shout though. From Modric's position.
Yeah.
Valverde
Wallah,
just-
it's a good shout.
You know what he did this morning?
He punched the guy.
He punched the guy in the face a lot.
A minute from now, you're gonna see our reaction to the Liverpool game. It's either Abdullah is gonna be
We
over
have
the
to
moon,
talk about it first.
or is gonna be completely opposite to what he's gonna say right now. Abdullah, how's the game gonna go?
Arsenal are gonna win.
Arsenal's gonna win easy.
We're gonna win.
guys.
And this is everyone on Arsenal fan TV is panicking. Wallahi. I love that channel. Wallahi. I'm watching. You know what they're saying? They're saying a draw at Liverpool and a loss at Manchester City, that doesn't look too bad, does it? Like that's not the end of the world for a team that's going for the title. They're tough places to go to. If that happens to Arsenal, they lose the league on goal difference.
Ooh.
But
that's
the
what
goal
Man City
difference is only
goes
2
through.
goals, by the way.
If Man City
Yeah,
end up
just
winning
win
every game,
everything, yeah.
It's
which
two,
they
it's
will.
2 goals, cuz.
Which they will.
They don't have any tough games.
Who?
City.
City, nah.
do they
They've
have?
Everton away is probably their toughest game, and then Chelsea at home.
That's not a tough
They
game.
got nothing.
Hassanen. It's not a tough game.
Nah,
Hassanen.
Everton away is tough, guys.
Hassanen is there.
Everton are good as fuck. That's
sure,
tough, cuz. It's like playing Bayern Munich. It's like the Bayern Munich ground, cuz.
After this Liverpool game, we've got 2 winnable games, 2 easy games, and then we've got City, Chelsea, and away at Newcastle.
Raps.
I'm telling you, this league is gonna be one. If Arsenal deserve to win this league, it's because we have to beat Manchester City at their home ground. It's gonna be that one is gonna be a playoff for this title. That's all. I really don't care what happens against Liverpool. You know why? Because I know where we're gonna struggle. Where we're gonna struggle is away at Newcastle. That game we might lose. That one, that's the one I'm scared of the most.
Not Liverpool?
No, not Liverpool.
Wait,
Everyone-
Man City, is that away?
Yeah.
Abdullah, the pleasure is going to go
Cuz Newcastle
So
not
all
that
our
good, by
games
the
are
way.
beating City.
City's one is
I can't
Abdullah, let me say-
That's the one we need to win this league.
Let me
That's
break
why-
it to you, Abdullah.
I don't think we can rely anymore on City slipping up. Mafi, they're
Abdullah,
not doing
Abdullah,
that.
you watch the City Newcastle. You watch the
Arsenal are winning the league. Which has
Well, I'm looking at it right now. Boys, if any of the Arsenal players are watching this, you need to win everything because that City game, you're never going to get nothing from that at all.
They're actually gonna win. I'll tell you something, Abdullah.
Because it's
Newcastle,
looking bad now.
if you watch Newcastle this morning,
we're 8 points clear and it's looking bad.
they're gonna win, guys. Abdullah,
I'm saying they're going to win it. Allah,
tonight,
it's so bad.
tonight you will find out. You will find out why they got Gabriel Jesus. You'll find out tonight,
Inshallah.
and why that guy is actually one of the best
No,
strikers in the
tonight,
Premier League.
I hope Trent Alexander-Arnold is starting.
Don't worry about
My boy
Arnold, cuz.
Martinelli gonna give him no work.
Don't worry about them. Watch Gabriel Jesus today.
It's at Arsenal's home ground, yeah?
No.
It's Anfield.
What's going on? You guys are done out here, bro. Liverpool, Newcastle, and Man City all the way.
All the way.
You'll never walk in again. With they're walking out with them.
How can Arsenal be 5 and 8 points clear and you're telling me we're not gonna win
And
the
he's
league?
still panicking, huh?
Yeah, you guys are telling me we're not gonna win the league. I'm telling you we're winning the league. boys.
didn't know it was this bad.
Guys, Gabriel Jesus
This
tonight.
bad.
Gabriel Jesus tonight, but you watch Gabriel Jesus, and I tell you something, Abdullah.
It
Newcastle, don't worry
all
about that
depends
game.
on the game you guys play tonight, wallahi.
But we have to win tonight.
If you win,
They're gonna
wallahi,
win.
If we
it'll
don't
be-
win tonight,
it'll be
we're
easier.
in big trouble.
You're never walking again, Galak.
No, walking again.
Oh, bro, wallahi al-azim, City are just too scary, bro.
Wallahi, you know this run that they've been threatening everyone with? Wallahi, it's here.
It's like that card they have, like the wait,
Yeah,
the last 10
Once
games,
this
just wait.
starts,
The only good thing right now is happening for you guys is that you're 5 points ahead, bro. That's the only thing, bro.
what's the point? Wallahi?
It should have been 8 if they hadn't slipped.
Because I'm going to be disappointed, wallah, if they don't win this title. I'm really going to be
You
disappointed.
know, if they win it, wallah, that's like
It's gonna be well
big,
deserved.
big respect, wallah.
gonna be
Newcastle,
well deserved.
Newcastle,
That's
you're gonna
a
win that game.
mad-
Don't worry about that game.
That's a
cuz.
mad last run if they go ahead and win
But
that,
everyone's
wallah.
waiting for that choke job to happen. Wallahi.
But I really see the choke job happening, wallah.
Yeah, it's not-
I don't. cuz.
Wallah, azim.
If it happens, we won't be surprised.
Because
Let's be honest. Wallah.
Jesus is back. Martinelli is there. Saka's there. And Ketia is there.
we got the
Trossard.
joker off the bench.
Because
Trossard.
Trossard is there too.
Their team doesn't matter. It's who they're facing.
No,
Wallahi,
it's
their team doesn't matter.
the team actually does matter.
Wallahi,
Wallahi.
their team does not matter. It's the form of City. It's the form of Newcastle. That's what matters. And Liverpool.
That's
whatever
the
they
game.
do,
If you
they
hadn't
do
made
today.
that stupid change, what's his name, Tomayasu and what am I actually know? If Tomasia didn't play that game, they would have won.
That's just one guy, khalas, and then
It
that
does.
game
That's one guy,
crumbled.
cuz.
Wakida.
And we played City in the FA Cup. They had their strongest 11, and we made changes, and they only beat us 1-0 because we took Thomas Partey off at halftime. I think we're capable of beating them at their ground.
If Potts,
I think we are. That's the one I think where we're.
They
gonna
have the
to earn.
qualities to beat them, anyways.
Yeah.
Potts and maybe.
And don't forget that who they got at the back. Nathan Ake, Kanji.
good players, wallahi.
What good
Kyle
players,
Saka,
cuz?
wallahi.
Wallahi, what are you talking about, wallahi?
We need-
Bukayo.
Where is the bin
Wallahi,
Bijaj?
we-
Akanji and Ake are good players, wallahi.
Where is the bin Bijaj?
Wallahi, they're very good
Where is
players.
the bin?
They're better
Pick
than
a bin,
Gabriel and
wallah.
Saliba. Wallahi, I think they're way better than them too.
Absolutely not, cuz.
Wallahi,
What are you
they
talking
are.
about, cuz?
Even he knows that too. Shakir is not saying anything.
You watch that? No, no. Have you watched
Wallahi.
that? Have you watched that? What's it called France game? France game against Netherlands.
You want to talk about Saliba, you know?
I'm going to talk about that. Nathan Ake,
No,
he
we're
did
not
play,
gonna
yeah.
talk about it. Look at the time, bro.
Yeah, the time. We're actually going to go.
Anyways, watch
Anyways,
our
they're
reaction
trash.
right now. And
And Weghorst played that game, by the way. Let me talk about Weghorst last time.
Again?
What last time? Wallah.
Well, leave the
They
guy
were they were playing that game. They were losing 2-0, yeah? Netherlands. Before the end of halftime, I think, they brought Weghorst in. Guess what the score was at the end of the game? 4-0.
Mic drop has
That's why it was.
Nice job.
If we didn't say our goodbyes during the call tomorrow, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell. We'll see you next time.
Jesus tonight, 2 goals. Inshallah.
Take care and peace.
I miss all your faces, والله. بجد.
والله the WhatsApp phone is going down, man.
الجزء والله. That one حسن هادي photography, that one.
You actually look like you know football, والله, with the photo.
What up, man? Hey, so let me put my headphones on. Wait.
The worst one, Hassan, is covering the microphone. Don't cover the microphone, please.
How about now? What would I cover? I got headphones on. I don't need to cover the microphone. Hey, Abdullah, so talk to me like في اللعبة. All right.
مبروك والله حسن.
الله يبارك فيك. Was bracket. مبروك Abdullah on Arsenal. You're happy, yeah, feeling good, huh?
Now, from the start of that game, I could see that Xhaka is having a stinker from the first minute. So when he went and he's trying to be aggressive with Trent, and then that woke up the crowd, that caused their comeback. That sparked their comeback. That was so
spot on, wallah.
But for me, he wasn't like this is yesterday. That was the real Xhaka. Unfortunately, wallahi. You know, I'm not gonna take away all of his good performances this season. They've been good, but that's an exception, unfortunately. Because since he signed for Arsenal, what he did last night is all he's been doing. And you know what? What sign of a weak player that knows he's not good enough when you get pressured and you go down. For me, at halftime, Arteta should have taken him off. And I know we don't have a midfielder that's good enough to replace him. Fabio Vieira is not good enough. I would want Trossard to be played in that position. And don't tell me that's not a position he plays in. Newcastle turned a number 9, Joe Linton, into a central midfielder. Leandro Trossard has all of the qualities to play in central midfield. He's sharp, he's skillful, he picks the right pass, he can play 2 touches, he can do all the right things. At halftime, Xhaka should have got taken off.
What about Jorginho?
No, he's another Xhaka. He's another Xhaka. For me, we needed players that could good ball retention skills. Leandro Trossard is the best at that. In tight situations, he keeps the ball. We were under pressure and we could never hold on to the ball. That's why you needed to bring that guy on soon. And then the second substitution, him bringing on that Kivio guy, the centre back, I didn't want that to happen. He should have taken one of the attackers off and brought on Kieran Tierney and gone to 3 at the back. Kieran Tierney could have played as a third centre back and kept Zinchenko on because Zinchenko was playing well. Bro, Arteta, that was a very poor coaching performance by Arteta.
Oh, exactly. Wallah, I think Abdullah, that was one of his worst coaching performances. Wallah. You know what I mean?
That was disgusting, bro.
And Arsenal in the second half, they started looking like the real Arsenal, wallah, which I think is the real Arsenal, wallah.
Come on, bro.
Shaking and baking, wallah. Be quiet, wallah. First of all, that was the most end-to-end, the second half of that game. To be honest, I didn't even know that game was even on. Like, I didn't know about it until the morning. I saw the WhatsApp group, and I was like, all right, something's going on here today. So I went to check what game was on. And I saw the game. I watched the game from the start. I didn't even know the game was on. But what a game. The second half was one of the best halves of football I've ever watched in my life, bro. That was end-to-end stuff. And Abdullah, wallah, apologies to Jesus or not?
Yeah, wallah, what a performance. When he missed that first chance at the back post, I was like, here we go. This guy حيقعد يضيع all game. You know that first chance on the half volley?
Yeah.
The goal was empty.
Yeah.
I was like, here we go. But then he took his second chance, and that's you can't ask for more. Jesus is our best player.
Abdullah, what you say there? What you say there? You liar.
Wallahi al-azim, I did. Wallahi I did. I said he's our best player, but I said he needs to just be more clinical. Wallahi I did. Go check the tapes online.
Abdullah, I don't remember saying that.
Now, Aaron Ramsdale or your trash keeper?
Ramsdale saved? No, 3, 2. The Ramsdale, the thing saved was unbelievable. The one where the shot, Salah shot. Konate's one was, if Kante hit on his head, he goes deeper.
Nah, bro, no way.
Wallahi, that goes in.
He would have clawed that from the line, wallahi.
Nah, it wouldn't have, Abdullah.
Wallahi, that was fantastic.
Abdullah, wallahi, you know the rule Martinelli is for me? Straight up, wallah. See that last pass? No, it wasn't. See, at the end, that last pass, he couldn't just put the ball through to ice the game out?
No, you know, Hasanin, wallahi, that pass, it doesn't matter who's playing that pass. Even if Ozil is playing that pass, Alisson is reading that. You know why? Because that's
You
the
think
most
so?
obvious pass. Yes, you play that pass to Trossard, and then you make it a clear 3v2.
Yeah.
Pass for me. That was the wrong pass. That pass you never try because it's so obvious that's where the space is. The keeper's gonna see it. He's gonna
Yeah.
come out. He's always gonna come out. You play the ball to
Yeah, and
Trossard. Trossard goes down the line and it's 3v2.
Abdullah, والله, see, now you're going back to the
See you
waffle.
later,
The waffle, والله.
Arsenal. See you
Nah, this is
later.
the truth, bro. This is the truth.
والله.
The haters are out now.
And Hassanin, we're never gonna talk about your dead team, bro. We're not gonna even speak about these geezers. Freaking.
Hey, Kaz, let me tell you something. Wallah, I'll tell you something.
Wallahi,
I'll tell you something about the game.
That game, it's as if we're playing on a footy pitch. Wallahi, so much space in behind. Wallahi, as in for days.
It's from Godfrey, because Godfrey was getting the work from on that side. But I'll tell you something, Amr. Let me tell you something, Amr. Wallah, yeah? You remember Sims? And Abdullah will testify to this. Remember Sims? The chance he had at the start?
Yeah.
He scores that goal. We win that game, Kaz. You have to always remember that.
Yeah, you remember the
wallahi.
6 1v1s that Anthony had? If he scored any of them, we would have smoked his 6.
No, but different. But different because you guys play football. You guys gotta keep coming. You guys gotta keep coming. We're not.
We didn't even play
We don't
football. We played over the top yesterday. Wallahi,
No, but you're gonna keep trying to win. We're not. We're comfortable. Our team is structured to park the bus. That's actually the way we play. We play.
You weren't parking the bus though. You were playing so high up. That's not parking the bus.
And Seamus Coleman made a big mistake. Wallahi, Seamus Coleman does a horrendous mistake. Wallahi, that was a horrendous mistake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was.
But Sims,
it really was.
Sims scored and got free. A'udhu billah, bro. Abdullah, right? Wallahi, Abdullah, I'm done with you. Abdullah always. Yeah, he kept getting drilled over and over and over again, bro.
How do you
Oh
not
my
learn,
God.
cuz?
Man, wallahi, first of all, you guys, let's start off with because we started off with the Arsenal and Liverpool game. First of all, there's one name that wasn't mentioned, Abdullah Lala, wallahi. When I saw that Holding was going to play centre-back, I knew Liverpool were always going to have a chance this game, wallahi. That guy is the worst defender I've ever seen in my life, wallahi. You guys talking about Godfrey, but you guys didn't see Holding, wallahi, that weekend. Although it's Godfrey, he played. Guys, Holding, bro. Holding was shaky all game, bro.
But you know, and I don't like defenders that are too keen on winning the ball. Sometimes you can just stand and let the player go back and let your team reset. I feel like
Van Dijk.
Now, Van Dijk. I was watching Arsenal Fan TV before the Liverpool game. You know, there's a stat that the guy that you want to get on, Azam, James, he does a stats-based show on AFC. He was talking about how there's centre backs and the stat is them tackling a dribbler, like somebody that's dribbling the ball, then putting in a tackle. In Van Dijk is in the bottom 10%. He never tackles when a player is running at him. He never puts in a tackle.
Because Hassanin been saying this for so long, bro. I don't know the stat. Hassan's always been saying that this guy he actually never does what a defender's meant to do most of the time.
Yeah.
He's actually going to tackles. He always just makes sure that he always just headers back.
He's always succeeding, and that's for me. I always appreciated Matip more. People always say Matip goes in for a cut. It's not about Matip online.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He's just not that good at it. I'll be honest, he's not that good at it. But like
his
the
passing
Maldini
is disgusting. Cause in that game against Chelsea, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's disgusting. But if you look at if you look at the Cannavaros, Maldinis, these niggas, well, like even Tony Adams, well, like if you look at the way they play, they were proper centre backs. Cause their timing, the way they read players, they just and it aged well. Even as they got older, it was still there. Van Dijk can't look at him, bro. Van Dijk when I think when Liverpool were pressing up the field the whole time. The one or two times the teams get out of that press, they boot the ball down, he's interception. People are like, oh, he's the best centre back in the world.
Like you guys said, and I believe too that we're not going to drop any points. I don't think in the Premier League anymore. But with Arsenal,
your two toughest games, your three toughest games, away at Everton, away at Brentford, and away at Brighton. 3 games
that's what I was gonna
so
say.
winnable.
I was gonna say you guys, your run is much harder going forward, yani.
Yeah.
So the likelihood of you guys dropping points is higher, obviously, than ours.
Yeah, definitely.
But like I said, because nobody cared about Premier League, cause we have a big game coming up this Wednesday against Bayern Munich, and that's what we're focusing on right now.
When's that game? Is it Wednesday?
Yeah, it's a Wednesday morning, bro. That's what I'm focused. That's where my focus is, cause Champions League. If we win Champions League this year, that's it, bro.
Hey boys, I'm gonna go. But listen quickly. Hey boys, we're talking about our boy Isak, bro, Alexander. Yesterday against West Ham, that goal is scored, and the weekend the goal is scored. But the thing is, has that happened? Right, bro? Is he the best striker in the Premier League?
I tell him, be quiet.
Wallah, is he best striker in the Premier League? Wallah, straight up.
No, the nigga named Erling Haaland the best striker in the Premier League. Be quiet. This Habishi guy just came recently, man.
Wallah, I think he's the best
A
striker.
guy like that, Mohammed.
Erling Haaland, and then everyone can come up.
Because you put Isak on that team because he's scoring 100 goals a year.
Because how Azar,
Midget.
how about Haaland's goal, bro? That's his kick.
I mean, listen. I'm impressed with that goal, but it doesn't impress me yet. I want to see a simple goal. Okay, I want to ask you something. You see how Son's goal? Son's goal?
Yeah. That's not a striker's goal, by the way.
No. Wait. No. That's striker. I saw what kind of goal I want, bro. About 2 bang puts it away. I saw this normal striker goal. I'm not asking for like a phenomenal goal. And by the way, that Son goal, I reckon it's the most perfect goal you'll ever see in your life, by the way. I mean, that is the most perfect goal you'll ever see in your life. Well, I think straight up.
Netting, come on.
But straight up, cuz he's looking deadly, bro. He's looking dead. Cuz his ball, his movement, even like he assists so many chances, like so many goals and so many chances. Very clinical striker, bro.
Who talking about Haaland?
No. Alexander Isak.
The way he holds, he's clinical.
He's clinical. The way he holds the ball up.
He's a two. Yeah. I thought that price tag was gonna weigh heavy on him, but wallahi al-azim, it's like nothing. It's like he knows.
There's nothing, bro. And then the Newcastle fans too, they get behind him. The whole club's behind him.
They love him, bro.
70 million well spent, wallah. I hope they're in the Champions League next year.
Hey, boys, I gotta go, my niggas. I love you. Yallah, be safe, yeah?
I got the sauce. I got the sauce. I got the sauce. I got the juice. You other niggas look confused. I got the sauce. Yeah, I got the sauce. I got the sauce. Nigga, I got the sauce. I got the juice. Watch. I got the juice. Watch. I got the sauce. Yeah, I got the